Baseball on the 4th of July. Just a sentence that makes sense. The Bucs and the Pilots are set for their annual Independence Day doubleheader at Mulcahy Stadium. And although these two games don't count towards the regular season of the ABL, it's one of the most exciting days of the year. We are glad to bring it to you here at Anchorage, Alaska, Mulcahy Stadium. Welcome inside the broadcast booth, everyone. Milo Hoffman alongside Alex Burstein. I said it at the top, 4th of July in baseball, America's pastime on the birthday of the U.S. It just fully makes sense, and we're excited to be here, aren't we?
Yeah, biggest crowd of the year so far here at Mulcahy Stadium. There's fans filing in both sides, and should be a really, really nice night, followed by some fireworks. This is just perfect baseball weather. 4th of July is ending in a lot of parts of the country, but just starting here in Anchorage.
Yeah, we hope you guys are tuning up for as long as you may wish. I know it's late back in the East Coast or in the lower 48. So we're excited to be here, though. Milo Hoffman, Alex Burstein with it. One of the most exciting days of the season here at Mulcahy Stadium. When we said the crowd is going to be a decent one on hand, well, the fans are still filing into their seats. And today marks a day with a bunch of different honorees. We saw the host families of the Glacier Pilots take the field to honor what they do for the Glacier Pilots. It'll be two as well, the doubleheader. So this first game is slated to start at 7 p.m. in just about 8 minutes, and then the second game is slated to start around 10 p.m. So it'll be a late one, but of course it doesn't get dark here in Anchorage, Alaska until about 1 a.m., and that's around when the fireworks are set to happen here at Mulcahy Stadium. And it's a battle between the two Anchorage sides, the Bucs and the Pilots. Now, both teams are in a bit of a doozy in terms of the ABL standings. The Bucs fell to below 500 last night, 8-9 after the loss to the Miners, and have dropped 5 in a row, but maybe it's just the perfect time to play a doubleheader here on the 4th of July against their fellow Anchorage side in the Pilots, who are now just a half game back of the Bucs for second place in the Alaska Baseball League. So the Miners sit pretty at the top, but other than that, it's going to be a dogfight to see who will play in the championship series come the end of July. And this one, of course, doesn't count towards the regular season of the ABL, but a really, really exciting day. And I'm glad I'm here along with Alex, because this is one of the days on the calendar that I marked when I signed up to come here over and call games for the Anchorage Bucs. 4th of July, we knew that it was going to be a doubleheader against the Pilots, something they do every single season. And although, like I said, it doesn't count towards the regular season, these two teams want to win, and they want to win badly. As the two sides of the field, down right field, you have the Glacier Pilots fans, and down left field, you have the Anchorage Bucs fans, a whole bunch of fans in the parking lot as well, tailgating for this one. So just an exciting time to be here at Mulcahy Stadium. The Glacier Pilots are taking the field as their lineup is being introduced, and I'll run you through their lineup here today. It's Dylan Marks leading off for them. He's playing shortstop. Jet Ruby's batting second. He's at second base, double twos for Jet Ruby. Andrew Becker's in center field, batting third. Adam Burkholt's the cleanup hitter. He's at first base. Carter Freeland's doing the catching. He's batting fifth. Landon Teasing's the third baseman, batting sixth. Edison Polanco's the DH, batting seventh. Ryan Christensen is in right field. He's batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup for the Pilots is BJ Rodriguez in left field, batting ninth. On the hill for the Glacier Pilots is Drew Perigo, making his, well, he has 6 appearances so far in the ABL. This, of course, doesn't count towards that, but 7 innings pitched so far with a 5.14 ERA, 11 strikeouts to go along with it. Now, he played the Bucs back on June 10th. He pitched an inning, 1 strikeout, and no runs allowed for Drew Perigo. So a really good guy, a quality reliever out of the Glacier Pilots bullpen. He'll get the start today for the Bucs. Now on the Bucs side, like I just said, Kai McGarry will lead off. He's in center field. James Florencio batting 2. He's at third base. Luke Taylor, the DH today, he's batting third. Landon Underhill, the shortstop, batting fourth. Logan Yules in right. Reese Sherman catching. Corey Bantam's over at first base. Cooper Soselski is batting eighth in left. And Austin Gamel's the second baseman. And Sean Tugger's on the mound for the Bucs. We'll go to the national anthem here at Mulcahy Stadium. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back here at Mulcahy Stadium as the national anthem was just played and we're about set for baseball 3 minutes away here on a beautiful sunny day in Anchorage, Alaska, and it's just an exciting one. The 4th of July, the atmosphere is here, fans file in down the right and left field lines, and it's exciting to be here, isn't it, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, this is what baseball is all about, and although it's a little bit of a slump for both these teams, the records do not count here tonight, so it's all about just having fun for the fans. Obviously, they'll also be greeted to a great fireworks show after, and a really cool moment here as well for the ceremonial first pitch, as it'll be a retired U.S. Air Force Major General Randy Key throwing it out here for the Pilots, and just a very, very cool atmosphere here.
Yeah, throwing out the first pitch is Randy Key, formerly of the U.S. Air Force Major General, spent 30 years in the U.S. Air Force, so quite the moment here at Mulcahy Stadium as he's being introduced by the PA announcer, and all the Pilots players are actually lined up down the first baseline to greet him after he throws out the first pitch. Standing tall on the mound. I saw him practicing before he throws out the first pitch, hoping he throws a strike. It comes home, bounces a little bit towards the right, and there's a ceremonial first pitch, although he's asking for the ball back. Oh, he wants to go again.
Try. Now from the actual rubber.
Okay, the count's 1-0. And he comes home just a little bit outside. Oh, it looks like he's going to go for pitch number 3. He's waiting for a strike. He needs to throw a strike, and
I think he's done.
He's done. He's done. But Randy Key, Major General in the U.S. Air Force, 30 years over there. So has definitely spent some time on the U.S. Air Force team. And speaking of teams, the Pilots are down the right field line in their navy tops and their blue and white caps, blue in the back, white in the front. Beautiful day here at Mulcahy Stadium, and it has been for the last 2 weeks or so. We're just really happy that it came this way to be this nice on the 4th of July as well. We know the 4th of July is wrapping up, or you might be listening or watching from if you're over on the East Coast or anywhere else in the country, Central Time, so it's just a late celebration here for you, but it's right on time here in Anchorage, Alaska, as we're just inching closer to first pitch here at Mulcahy Stadium.
Yeah, it's a perfect night, and the Bucs obviously trying to get some momentum, even though these games are not going to count. This is a huge game because they've been losing a ton over the last couple of weeks, and they're currently in a battle with this Pilots team for second place, the final playoff spot here in the Alaska Baseball League. So you just want to get some bragging rights, and also heading into another game against this team tomorrow, you want to kind of get to know their fielders, kind of get to know their pitchers, especially in this first game. We don't know how the second game rosters will play out, but this is mainly the starters, including mainly starting pitchers for the Bucs and the Pilots here in game number 1. So this is a very, very high quality baseball game. They're not throwing out anyone here for the doubleheader, and this is a huge opportunity for the Bucs to kind of switch things around, or the Pilots as well, because both these teams in a little bit of a slump heading into today.
Yeah, well, you mentioned two good pitchers on the mound. Drew Perigo's actually his first start here with the Pilots. He's pitched 6 times out of the bullpen for the Peas, and he's done pretty well. 6 innings pitched with a 5.14 ERA. He struck out 11 guys, so he has that punch-out stuff. Tall righty on the mound who has a little bit of a cross-firing action out there on the hill. And for the Bucs, I'll preview it just a bit. Here's the top of the first, is about a couple minutes away. It's Sean Toger, who's had 3 starts so far this season, made 4 appearances. 9 innings pitched for Sean with a 6 ERA and 6 strikeouts. Of course, Toger, a two-way guy who's hitting around 270, plays a lot of first place for this Bucs side as well. So he's out there today against the Pilots in game number 1. Expected bullpen game in the second game here at Mulcahy Stadium for both sides, it appears. So 7 innings today, not 9 innings. Of course, these 2 games don't fully count towards the ABL, but both teams want to win badly. And like you said, they're throwing out good lineups as well here. And just good quality baseball, as it's a staple in the ABL season. 2-man umpire crew on hand for us today. It's Brandon Schmidt who will rule the base paths, and Ethan McCraney at home plate calling balls in strikes. We're just about set here as Drew Perigo is on the hill. Kai McGarry leading off today for the Bucs. First time at the leadoff spot in a couple days for Kai, so he'll try to get his bat going, 2 for his last 12 in ABL play. Fans get loud here at Mulcahy Stadium, and we're set for baseball on the 4th of July. The first pitch is chopped on the ground, third base side, foul, and we're underway. No clouds in the sky here over Mulcahy Stadium. Shadows out in right field. No shadows over in left, but the wind is blowing out to left. Crowd still filing in here in Anchorage, Alaska. Battle of Anchorage. The 0-1 pitch is taken for a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-2 on Kai McGarry. You can hear the crowd here at Mulcahy almost completely packed down the right field line. Left field line still has some work to do, but it'll fill out. 0-2 pitch, breaking ball left upstairs, and it's 1-2 on McGarry. Comes in, 294 average in the ABL with 11 RBIs this season. Also one of the best base runners in the league as well. Leads the ABL in stolen bases. Here's the 1-2 pitch, off speed outside, and it's 2-2 on McGarry. Dylan Espinal, the first base coach for the Bucs, and Joe Silva, the head coach, is manning third. Bucs in their navy tops in gray pants. Kai McGarry has his half black, half yellow bat. He's set in the box, ready for the 2-2. Perigo stands tall. Here's the pitch, high and in, almost hit him, and it's full on Kai McGarry. James Provencio, the third baseman, awaits on deck. McGarry trying to work a walk or get on base would be an excellent start for the Bucs, who have been in a bit of an offensive slide coming into this 4th of July doubleheader. Perigo comes home, pitches outside. It's a leadoff walk for Kai McGarry and the Bucs. A runner on first with nobody out.
Yeah, good patience there from McGarry. He's had a couple of early swings in at bats the last couple of games, so he's really, really finding his bat in the second half of the season, and that's why he's a leadoff guy. He knows how to reach. Now another guy who also really knows how to get on the base paths.
It's James Provencio, who's manning third base today. Has seen time at second, kind of splitting time over at third with Jaden Toki, so he's batting 2 today as well. Pitch in there for a strike, and it's 0-1 on Provencio. McGarry was already dancing off first. He's ready to take off whenever he gets the sign. Sunny day here at Mulcahy. I got my sunglasses on for the first time this season. I feel like it fits 4th of July. Don't rock sunglasses too often. McGarry leads. Pitch is fought off foul left side. 0-2 on Provencio.
That's because you just found them, not because you are just needing them.
And I'm adjusting them constantly right now, trying to figure out how this is going to work. But anything to shade the sun. It looks like a decent amount of the Pilots players are wearing sunglasses, or at least have them over their caps on top in case it gets real sunny. 0-2 is the count. Here's the pitch inside, and it's 1-2. A nice block from Carter Freeland. Battle of Anchorage here on the 4th of July. It's a doubleheader. First game started at around 7 p.m. The second one is slated to go at 10 o'clock. I believe a 30-minute window in between games here at Mulcahy Stadium. 1-2 pitch, off speed, just missed outside. Oh, it's 2-2 on Provencio. Fans are loud here at Mulcahy. The atmosphere is great. A day that expects to hold the most fans of the year. It's the 2 Anchorage sides, and it's the 4th of July. Fireworks after. 2-2 pitch is chopped up the middle, could be 2. Marks the shortstop, shovels 1 onto first. It's a double play. 6-4-3 twin billing for the Pilots here in the top of the first, and there's 2 outs.
Yeah, that's as easy as it gets. Up the middle, Marks doesn't have much to do, just flips it over, and a nice easy throw to first by Ruby. The fans very happy about it. I think a mostly Pilots crowd here for game number 1. The Bucs side still filling out, but they'll be happy with that one.
It looks a bit more crowded now as fans are still finding their seats. Now Luke Taylor, the DH, comes up to the plate. Taylor has been back catching now last 2 weeks or so. First pitch to him is ripped. Left side, down for a base hit. Off the bat of Luke Taylor, maybe off the end of the bat a little bit, but nevertheless, it's a 2-out single for the DH, and the Bucs have a runner aboard here in the top of the first. Oh, now Landon Underhill, the shortstop. Batting cleanup today is up. Right on left matchup coming here at Mulcahy. He's at shortstop. Grant Haas, the normal shortstop, suffered a lower body injury a couple days ago. Pitch to Underhill's inside. So Haas has been out the last couple games, taking it easy, says head coach Joe Silva. Would love to get him back in the lineup as soon as possible. He's been having a great season. Counts 1-0 on Underhill. Here's the pitch inside. 2-0 now on the shortstop. Luke Taylor leads off first base. Defense of the Pilots is played pretty straight up. Third baseman Landon teasing about 10 feet in from the foul line. First baseman Adam Burkholt holding on Luke Taylor at first. Here's the 2-0 pitch, just inside, and it's 3-0 on Underhill. Wind starts to pick up here in Anchorage, blowing out to left field as it does almost every game. Seen a couple home runs that just squeak over the wall out there and left. 3-0 offering right down the middle, and it's 3-1. Both sides today rocking their navy tops. On Independence Day here in Anchorage, Alaska. Counts 3-1 on Underhill. Here's the pitch, fought off foul, left side, out of play. So it's full now on Landon. Has his dark black cleats on, dark black batting gloves, and to go with it, you guessed it, a black bat. Ergo has the ball behind his waist. Now comes set, gets the sign. Luke Taylor leads off first. Here's the payoff pitch, outside, ball 4. Now it's the second walk of the inning for the Bucs. And they have runners on first and second here in the top of the first.
And with a non-starter in the game, you would obviously love to get his pitch count up there early and make it be back-to-back bullpen games for the Pilots, get as many arms out there as possible.
And now Logan Ewell, the hitter for Anchorage, the Bucs side. There's the pitch outside, and it's 1-0. Of course, usually you can call the Bucs Anchorage, but of course when they're playing the Pilots, that does the job for both sides. Catcher Carter Freeland's going to go out to the mound and talk with his pitcher, Drew Perigo, as he's now worked himself into a bit of a jam here in the top of the first. Just underway here at Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're joining us, Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein on hand. Nice crowd on hand as well here in Anchorage. A big night for baseball in the ABL. Bucs and Pilots doing battle. 1-0's the count on Logan Ewell, the right fielder. Here's the pitch, taken for a strike. And it's 1-1, a fastball that just clipped the outside corner. Logan Ewell in the ABL this season, hitting .264, 7 RBIs to his name. 4 of them grand slam and Chugiak last week. 1-1 pitch is in there for a called strike. Another fastball, and it's 1-2. Landon Underhill takes his lead off first. Luke Taylor over at second base. Perigo peers in for the sign. Shakes one off. Still a long pause for Perigo. A long pause. Still stands tall on the rubber and finally gets the pitch he likes. 1-2 the count on Logan Ewell. Pitcher twirls and deals. Pitch is chopped foul. First base side. A long pause for Perigo. Maybe playing with Logan Ewell's head just a bit. Has thrown a decent amount of pitches so far here in the top of the first. Of course, this game doesn't count towards the regular season of the ABL, but tomorrow these two teams play a game that counts, and oh boy, it really counts. Stand-ins are getting closer amongst the league. Pitch, a wave and a miss. Perigo struts off the mound, strikes out Logan Ewell, and that'll do it here in the top of the first inning. 2-man left on base, 1 hit and no runs for the Bucs as we head to the home half. Pilots coming to bat. It's Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're with us here on the 4th of July. Sean Toger, pitcher for the Bucs, takes the mound, stands tall. Leading off for the Pilots is the shortstop, Dylan Marks. Sunny day here in Anchorage. First pitch to Marks, foul back, and it's 0-1. Dylan Marks in the ABL this season, hitting .276, just 2 RBIs to his name, but a .417 on base percentage for Marks. So he finds his way to get on. That's what a leadoff man's supposed to do. 0-1 pitch, fastball just missed outside, and it's 1-1. Sean Toger this year, this is his 4th start technically. Of course, this doesn't count towards the ABL season. Off-speed Mitch is high and in, and it's 2-1. But pitches to an ERA of 6 with 6 strikeouts, and he played against the Pilots back on June 10th, 3 innings, 1 run. Pitch is hit high in the air, stays in the infield right side. First baseman Corey Bantam in foul territory makes the grab, and there's 1 gone here in the bottom of the 1st. Oh, nice play from Corey Bantam, who drifted over about 25 feet or so. It was hit high in the air, had to shade the sun a bit. But there's 1 gone here in the home half. Number 2 hitter for the Pilots is Jet Ruby, the second baseman, who's hitting a staggering .389 this season. Pitch to him is grounded up the middle. Underhill dives, and he can't make the play. Trickles into center field. So it's a 1-out single for the Pilots here in the bottom of the 1st. Just chopped it up the middle. Underhill made a dive, laid out, but just inches away from his glove. And it's a single for the Pilots here in the 1st.
Yeah, not usually what you see, but attacking a first pitch in the 1st inning works out perfectly there for Rubia. Nice piece of hitting.
Well, now the hitter's Andrew Beckert, the center fielder. Toger works out of the stretch. Comes home, pitches outside. 1-0 now on Beckert. I'll tell you, early candidate for Buck Killer. Andrew Beckert, 9 for 15 against the Bucs this season. My goodness. 1-0 pitch is fought off foul left side. Inside on the hands. Andrew Beckert uses a turquoise bat. Real bright. And then the lower half of it is shaded black, but it kind of fades into that lightish blue color as you get to the top. Check back to first, not in time.
You wonder, as a pitcher, it reflects the sun really well. That's got to be super distracting. We can even see it up here in the booth, but the silver reflection, that's got to be annoying.
2-1 count on the man with the bright bat. He swings and lifts one high in the air left side. No man's land, shallow left field now. And called off by Cooper Soselski, the left fielder, and he makes the out. So 2 gone here in the bottom of the 1st. That was high in the air, and it was a triangle of players. Third baseman Florencio Landon Underhill, the shortstop, and Siselski were there. Siselski made the catch. And there's 2 outs here in the home half. So now the hitter, Adam Burkholt, first baseman today. Does some catching as well. Really good hitter, 359 average. Toker set, checks on the runner. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball misses outside. 1-0 now on Burkholt. Last time the Bucs saw the Pilots, Adam Burkholt hit an absolute no-doubter out to left field. 2-run shot. It was a big one in that game, too. Check back to first. Not in time. Oh, he's probably their most dangerous hitter this season, although the heart of the lineup, 2, 3, and 4, all hitting over 300 for the Peas. Counts 1-0 on Burkholt. Toker gets the sign. Now he comes home. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1. Toker awaits for the sign. Set up on the far left side of the rubber. Now he comes home. 1-1 pitch. Just inside on the breaking ball. Oh, it's 2-1. Defense played pretty straight up for the Bucs. Corey Bantam holding on the runner at first. Jet Ruby over there. 2 gone here. Runner goes. Pitch is hammered out to left field. Back goes to Siselski. He doesn't have a play. It bounces up against the wall. Rounding second is Ruby. He gets the wave home. The throw from left is in time by a mile. A brilliant relay throw. Siselski to Underhill to Reese Sherman at the dish, and that retires the side here in the bottom of the first. 2 hits and a play at the plate, and we head to the top of the second inning. 0-0 between the Bucs and the Pilots. Don't go anywhere. It's Anchorage Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium as we head to the top of the second. Exciting game so far, a play at the plate. Jet Ruby was gunned down. A brilliant relay from the Bucs. Left fielder Siselski fired one into Landon Underhill, the shortstop, who gunned Ruby down at the plate. And a nice tag applied by Reese Sherman, who's at the dish right now. As we start the top frame of the second, pitch is inside on the fastball. 1-0 on the catcher. Sherman hitting .265 in the ABL this season. 11 RBIs to his name. Bright yellow batting gloves as he has a severe closed stance. Pitch in there for a strike. Sherman bouncing around at the catcher position. He plays not as much as he did in the beginning of the season because Luke Taylor is back catching and Ren Matsuzaki plays a decent amount as well. Breaking ball is top foul, right side, out of play. 1-2 the count on Reese Sherman here. Top of the second. Glad you're with us. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein on hand. A beautiful day here in Anchorage, Alaska, as now the crowd is really filed in down both outfield lines. Bucs fans to our left, Pilots fans to our right. Count 1 and 2. Pitch just missed outside. 2 and 2. Most attended game of the season here at Mulcahy Stadium. Fans tailgating outside ahead of this one. Just excitement all around. We got here about 2 hours before the game, and there were fans already here, ready to go. 2-2 pitch is hit hard to right field, and it's caught by Ryan Christensen. A line out for Reese Sherman, and there's one gone here in the top of the second.
Yeah, well hit poke there from Sherman. He's showing that opposite field ability all year long, but good job by Christensen to work his way out in right field and make a nice grab.
Now Corey Bantam, the hitter, playing first base today. His play time is severely decreased. His first base is packed for the Bucs. It's like 5 guys over there. Pitch from Perigo is down low, and it's 1-0. Wayne really picks up now, going out to left fields. The amount of homers hit here at Mulcahy, most of them to left. 1-0 pitch, just inside on the heat, and it's 2-0. Speaking about heat, it's hot up here, and it's been hot throughout the last 2 weeks at Mulcahy Stadium in Anchorage, Alaska. 2-0 pitch, in there for a strike on the outer half of the plate, so it's 2-1 on Bantam. I was hot this morning. Alex and I did a big hike, Flat Top Mountain. I recommend it. It's a great view as the pitch goes behind Corey Bantam to the backstop. But it was long, and it was treacherous, to say the least. About half of it was a path, and then the other half was fend for yourself, find a rock to trust, and then just go step by step. Pitch is left outside, so that's a 1-out walk for the Bucs. Corey Bantam goes to first base. He's happy to get on for the Bucs here. Try to work something in the top of the second. Anchorage had first and second in the first, but couldn't bring home any runs. So, hitter now, Cooper Soselski for the Bucs, who had a brilliant throw in the bottom of the first leg of a relay to gun down Jet Ruby at home plate. Corey Bantam takes his lead off first. Here's the pitch, almost hit him in the head. Carter Freeland forced to get up and make the stop, so 1-0 on Soselski. But anyways, a brilliant view at the top of Flat Top Mountain. There's an American flag up there, so it felt real right on the 4th of July. It was crowded. Actually had to drive around for like 10 minutes to find parking before. More than that, 15. Pitch, high and in, 2-0.
It was not 15 minutes.
What was it?
Like 5 minutes.
No, closer to 10.
And you weren't even driving. You can't complain.
Wasn't driving. That means I could play more. Corey Bantam leads off first. 2-0 pitch is way outside. 3-0 now on Soselski. I was keeping my eyes peeled for a spot. What you have to do, though, is you have to wait for someone to come back to their car and then just camp it out. Hopefully they don't take too long. So we were sitting there for like 3 minutes before they pulled out. Pitch just catches the outside corner. A strike on Cooper Soselski. Well, it's 3-1 now on the left fielder.
Good patience, just like Soselski.
There you go. Parking and hitting. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. So full count on Cooper Soselski just underway here at Mulcahy Stadium. Top of the second. Corey Bantam, the first baseman, leads off first. Drew Perigo gets the sign. Payoff pitch is ripped on the line. Caught by the third baseman teasing. Throw back to first. And the first baseman, Burkholdt, can't catch it. It was off his glove. Would have been a close play. Almost a double play here. But instead just 1 out. A ripper off of Soselski's bat right to teasing the third baseman. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the second.
Yeah, Bucs have just had trouble getting the ball out of the infield during this recent skid, and because of that, it's led to a lot of double plays. We saw one in the first inning, and you got to get it into the outfield, just advance the runners, because this will not keep working.
That was nice contact, though. Kamel looks at a first pitch outside. 1-0 now on Austin, the second baseman today. Soselski did a nice job to bring his hands in and really pull it down the line, but perfectly played by the Pilots. Count to 1-0. There's the pitch. Pours in for a strike. 1-1. Second baseman Jet Ruby is played way back over on the right side of the infield. There's the dirt, and then the shaded turf, and then the grass. He's in the shaded turf. 1-1 pitch is blooped left side, shallow left field, and the shortstop Dylan Marks will call it off and make the play. So that'll do it here in the top of the second. The Bucs lead Corey Bantam at first base, and will head to the home half. It's 0-0, Bucs and Pilots here on the 4th of July. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're joining us on the 4th of July, wherever you may be. It's Bucs and Pilots, their annual 4th of July doubleheader here in Anchorage, Alaska. Bottom of the second, leading off for the Peas is number 27, Landon Teasing, the third baseman. Make that Carter Freeland, the catcher. 0-1 now. He swung and missed on the first pitch. Toger comes home, top foul down the first base line. 0-2. 0-2 now on Freeland. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Toger stands tall on the mound. Defense played straight up for the Bucs here on the 4th of July. 0-2 pitch is hit softly foul first base side. Still 0-2 on Freeland. 171 average this season in the ABL, 5 RBIs. Doing the catching today, switches off with Adam Burkholz. Toger kicks and deals. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, just missed outside. It's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch, inside. 2-2 now on Carter Freeland. Struggling just a bit for the Pilots, 2 for his last 16. Although these games don't count, it's a chance to find your bat once again. 2-2 pitch is fouled off left side, out of play. Navy tops for the Pilots, white pants. Carter Freeland rocks the armor along his right shin. 2-2 pitch is fouled off right behind us. So still 2-2 now on the catcher. Like I said, it's the most attended game of the season, and it's looking like that. Almost every seat down the right field line and left field line are completely filled, those bleachers out there. 2-2 pitch is hit softly down the right field line, foul territory, and it drops in front of the stand. So still 2-2 on Carter Freeland. Fireworks are slated to go on after the second game of the doubleheader here at Mulcahy Stadium. So probably somewhere around 12:30 if I had to guess. 7-inning games here. 2-2 pitch, breaking ball ripped, foul down the right field line.
4 straight foul balls on a 2-2 count.
That's called a battle. Toger trying to strike him out here or get him out. He rips one foul once again, right field line. Carter Freeland really pulling the ball in this at-bat a lot as Toger goes behind the mound for just a bit. Resets. Now ready for the 2-2 once again. Stands tall on the mound. Twirls and deals. Inside, that hit him. That hit Carter Freeland. He fist bumps towards the Pilots dugout. Fired up after that long at bat. Works his way on base. The leadoff man is aboard here for the Pilots in the bottom of the second.
Yeah, it's tough for Toger. You have to give up 10 pitches in your pitch count, and then you end it with not even a competitive play. So now you're going to want to work around it. Maybe your defense can support you with a double play, but that's a huge missed opportunity for Toger.
Now the hitter is Landon teasing. Pitch to him. Breaking ball pours in for a strike. 0-1 now on the third baseman. Another guy who's in a bit of a slide for the Peas. 0 for his last 14. Stands tall in the righty box. Freeland off first. Pitch is foul back. And it's 0-2. James Florencio, the third baseman, plays about 10 feet away from the foul line down the third base side. Corey Bantam, the first baseman, holding on the runner at first. It's Carter Freeland, the catcher. Toger comes home. 0-2 outside. 1-2 now. I've noticed there's less cotton today.
Yeah.
There's been cotton these last 2 weeks, it seems. But now it's gone.
Took a break for the holiday.
Yeah. Maybe that's a sign, a good sign for the Bucs. It came. The Bucs start to lose. Maybe cotton's gone. Bucs will win again. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit hard towards shortstop. Underhill gobbles it up, throws to second. There's one. On to first. Not in time. It was a nice turn from Austin Gamel, the second baseman, but his sidearm throw just couldn't get there in time. Well, there's two gone here in the bottom of the second.
Well, there you talk about it. Some defensive help is what Toger needed to get out the lead runner, and they'll gladly take that here to keep a runner from scoring position in just the second inning. One
out here, bottom two. Here's Edison Polanco, the DH. He swings and misses on the first pitch. 0-1 now on the DH. Check back to first, not in time. Such a nice day to be here at Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're joining us, though. Always appreciate the support. 0-1 pitch is fouled off left side, way out of play. And we really appreciate the support throughout the entirety of the ABL this season, bringing you Bucs baseball. About halfway through the regular season, the Anchorage Bucs in a bit of a slide, now under 500 with a record of 8-9. Breaking the action today. Of course, still playing, but not league games. Hoping to find the bats again. Right back in league action tomorrow against the same Pilot side. Check back to first, not in time. Well, Toker has a quick pickoff move. He's gone to it a couple times now. Trying to keep the runner on first. Landon teasing, non-comfortable. And the appeal is once again not in time to first. Still 0-2 the count. Toger looks in. Polanco in the lefty box. Here's the pitch. Upstairs, 1-2. Right on left matchup here. Bottom of the second. Pilots have a runner on first. One gone. Doubleheader on the 4th of July. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Barely. It was a breaking ball. A big breaking ball. And it's 2-2.
Toker keeps getting ahead in these accounts. 0-2 or 1-2. Now he just has to close them out. You'd love to see a strikeout.
Had to strike someone out today. Pitch. Fouled off. Left side. Way out of play. Inside on Polanco's hands. Still 2-2 on the DH. Hasn't played too much with the Pilots this season. His first hit of the year actually came on Tuesday. Also spends time at third base when he's playing the field. Counts 2-2. Toger comes home. Just missed outside. It was tight, but home plate umpire Ethan McCraney said not a strike, so runs full on Edison Polanco. One gone here. The payoff pitch coming. Runner on first. Runner takes off. Pitch, swing and a miss. Throw down to second is in time. A strike him out, throw him out, double play. Brilliant throw from Reese Sherman, the catcher. He bounced it over there and landed under the shortstop, applied the tag. We head to the top of the third inning. Still 0-0 between the Peas and the Bucs. We'll be right back. It's Bucs Baseball. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, everyone. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you on the 4th of July, game number 1 of the doubleheader here on Independence Day, the annual doubleheader between the Bucs and the Pilots. We head to the third inning. Still Drew Perigo on the hill for the Peas. Comes home, pitch fouled off. Kai McGarry, the hitter. And it's 0-1 now on the center fielder. McGarry walked back in the first inning, but was out on the base paths after James Florencio, the hitter behind him, grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. 0-1 here on McGarry. Bucs trying to get some offense on the board. Game number 1 of the 4th of July doubleheader. Pitch swung on, top foul, third base side, out of play. 0-2 now on Kai.
Foul balls for everyone today.
Yeah, galore. Be a good day to potentially. I wonder if they throw the balls into the stands today. That would be a good touch.
It would be. I feel like so many of them get lost because there's no one here when
It's
they're without.
Perigo comes home, way outside, bounce it up there. Oh, it's 1-2 now on McGarry. But a great crowd on hand here at Mulcahy Stadium. Almost completely filled, up in the thousands. I believe close to 5,000 here at Mulcahy. So almost capacity here in Anchorage, Alaska. 1-2 the count on Kai McGarry. Pitch, check swing, he did not go. It was outside. So it's 2-2 now on the leadoff man. McGarry walked back in the first, but before that, 2 for his last 12, so trying to find his bat once again here. Hitting .294 in the season, though, so still good numbers for the outfielder. 2-2 is the count on him now. Perigo, long pause. Pitch, a swing and a miss. A breaking ball outside, and there's one guy in here in the top of the third. Just a really nice pitch from Perigo. First strikeout of the day for the starter. Now the hitter, James Florencio, for the Bucs. Grounded into a 6-4-3 DP back in the first. A contact lefty who's playing third base today. Leads the Bucs in batting average, actually, with .347 Sunny day here in Anchorage. Perfect weather. Pitch, a wave and a miss. 0-1. Now, I was really hoping the weather was going to be great for today on the 4th of July. It's been so great these last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And oh boy, it was. Perigo comes home. Pitch is line left side, base hit. Out to left field. Off the end of Provencio's bat. And there's one on here with one out for the Bucs in the top of the third.
Yeah, that ball didn't carry far off the ground. It was right near the chest of the shortstop Marks, but didn't reach out his glove and just lets that one sail into the green grass here. So a nice piece of aim from Provencio. He's made good contact twice today.
No, he's that guy. He's going to spread the ball to right, to left, up the middle. Pretty much anywhere you could imagine he'll put the ball in play. Has been striking out a little bit more as of late, but nice to see him aboard with a single. Just the second hit of the day for the Bucs. Perigo comes home, pitch to Luke Taylor is outside, but called a strike. Just clipped the outer half, so 0-1 now on the DH. Runner on first for the Bucs, trying to break this 0-0 tie here in the top of the third. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss. 0-2. Taylor rocking his bright yellow batting gloves, his bright yellow cleats. Comes from Long Beach State. And if you guessed it, well, that's their color. When he's catching, he wears his bright yellow catching gear as well. Looks like a bee with the black Bucs jersey and the yellow catching gear. 0-2 is outside. 1-2 now on Luke Taylor.
I don't know if you take that as a compliment or an insult.
I
Looking
think
like
it's a compliment. Yeah,
okay.
a bee like the Transformer.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
like the Transformer bee.
Okay.
That's not exactly what I meant originally, but it can also go, you know. I mean, if I'm being compared to a Transformer, it's a good day. I haven't really watched those movies in a while.
I haven't watched them at all, so I'm just
I
trusting
watched
your
them
word.
like 10 years ago, I think. And
Wasn't
I
that when
remember,
they came out?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I was really into them, but it's been a while. Maybe I'll watch them again soon. Maybe on my flight back. 1-2 pitch, left outside. 2-2 now on Taylor.
I just know they were filmed in Chicago.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hometown for anyone who doesn't know. Alex hails from Chicago. Big Cubs fan, Bears fan, Bulls fan, Blackhawks. They have 3 Bs.
Yeah. And the Bucs.
And the Bucs. Provencio leads off first, counts 2-2. Pitch, cold, strike 3, a breaking ball that just clipped the outside corner. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the third.
And the first couple of innings, it was the fastball for Perigo looking really good, but that's just a perfect breaking ball. And after Taylor made strong contact in the first, he'll want that pitch back.
Oh, now the hitter Landon Underhill, lefty for the Bucs. He walked back in the first inning. Provencio still leads off first in the top of the third, 0-0. Pitch is line right side. Second baseman can't make the play. Ruby just under his glove. He slid on the ground. Thought he came up with it for a second, but it squirted out to right field. So runners on first and second now for the Bucs with 2 outs in the top of the third.
Yeah, he got into position perfectly. He just didn't put his glove down on the turf. It wasn't a bouncing ball or anything. Just was a second too slow, thinking what to do with his hand. And Bucs will take that misfortune.
Oh, now first and second, hitters Logan Ewell, another lefty for Anchorage. Perigo comes set, checks on the runners. Here's the pitch. He flies it in the air towards left field. That's playable. BJ Rodriguez is there in a few steps, and he makes the grab to retire the side. So, 2 hits and 2 men left on base for the Bucs. We'll head to the home half of the third inning. Still 0-0 between the Bucs and the Pilots. You're watching Anchorage Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, everyone. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you. Togert ready. First pitch is skied in the air towards right field, towards the seats in foul territory. Logan Euler, right fielder, reaches out, and he can't make the play. It trickles into the bleachers. Quick start for Sean Toger. Hitter is Ryan Christensen, the right fielder. So a long foul ball, and it's 0-1.
Christensen was just looking over there.
Yeah.
Nothing he could do.
Hit it out to his home right field. 0-1 pitch, off speed, outside. 1-1. We were given some really tasty chocolate treats from Ren Matsuzaki's dad in the last half inning. That one skied in the infield, left side. Shortstop Underhill makes the grab. So one quick out here in the bottom of the third. I'm really excited to try these.
Yeah. Chocolate macadamia covered.
From Hawaii.
Yeah.
So this is going to be exciting. Of course, Ren Matsuzaki hails from Hawaii and his family. One gone here in the bottom of the third. Pitcher's Sean Toger, and he's pitching to BJ Rodriguez. First pitch off speed inside. BJ Rodriguez also a pitcher, a two-way guy, playing left field today.
It's the only place in the world that will be celebrating the 4th of July after Alaska.
True. 1-0. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-1. So, you're right. Their 4th of July festivities are still yet to come. Count to 1-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball just missed high, and it's 2-1. Rodriguez, also a pitcher, like I said. 125 average, but a 345 on base percentage at the dish. Pitch, a swing and a miss. 2-2. He's walked 14 times this season. I mean,
It's impressive.
my goodness.
It's almost won a game.
Exactly. If you're hitting 125, so what? You walk 14 times, 350 on base percentage. He looks at cold strike 3, a fastball that froze him. And there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the third. That's a really nice placed fastball from Sean Toger. He's in his 3rd inning of work here at Mulcahy Stadium. Back to the top of the lineup for the Pilots. It's Dylan Marks, the shortstop. Almost full capacity here at Mulcahy Stadium. 4th of July action. Breaking ball in there for a strike. 0-1. Dylan Marks flew out to first back in the 1st inning. There's the 0-1. Pitch is fouled off right side out of play. Oh, it's 0-2. 7-inning games today, so these games don't count towards the regular season of the ABL. They're playing 7 innings for both sets of the doubleheader. Breaking ball just missed outside. 1-2. Bucs also played 7 innings against the American Legion All-Star team. That also not a league game, so 2 doubleheader games, none count. Pitch is topped on the ground towards the right side. Second baseman Gamel tosses over to first in time. Well, that'll do it. A quick inning for Sean Toger. 1-2-3, go the Pilots. And we'll head to the top of the 4th. It's 0-0. We'll be right back. You're watching Bucs Baseball. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're with us. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein on hand. Keenan Anzai on for his second inning of work here at Mulcahy Stadium in the first leg of a doubleheader on the 4th of July. Brilliant crowd on hand. The largest attended game of the season here at Mulcahy Stadium between the two Anchorage sides, the Bucs and the Pilots. Top of the 4th, first pitch is flied foul behind us. Out of play. 0-1 now on Reese Sherman, the catcher. Game's flying by. A lot of zeros up on that scoreboard.
Yeah.
Just 4 combined hits for these two sides. 3 hits for the Bucs, 1 for the Peas. Anzai set at the rubber. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball, a strike. 0-2 now on Sherman. Lined out to right field back in the second inning did Sherman. He has a good inside-out swing, and he has a really close stance, so he's already pointing out there to right. 0-2 pitch is hammered out to left field in foul territory. B.J. Rodriguez gives it a look, and he doesn't have a play. It's into the bleachers, so still 0-2 on Sherman. Those bleachers are fully packed for the first time this season. A lot of people on hand today here at Mulcahy Stadium. I didn't know this. Fans are entering from the outfield as well. So multiple entrances here. The normal entrance towards the stadium is behind us down the first base line. Big parking lot out there. But there's also a parking lot over and right. And it's fully jammed. A lot of fans still in the parking lot tailgating. Count 0-2. Pitch, breaking ball hit on the ground towards short. Dylan Marks is there. Throws across the diamond in time. And there's one gone here in the top of the 4th. Marks had to move to his right just a few steps, and he made the smooth throw. So, still offense quiet here at Mulcahy. Corey Bantam, the hitter now for the Bucs. Like I said, just 4 combined hits for the two sides. Keenan Anzai, the pitcher for the Pilots. Second pitcher of the day for the Peas. It was Drew Perigo who started off. He didn't give up a run, of course. No runs today so far. Sunny day, though. The lights are on here at Mulcahy. Pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Interesting that the lights are on.
Probably just some preparation for
Maybe
the later.
I wonder where they're going to be.
Shadows.
Where the fire out in center field, I would have to think, right?
I don't know where else they could be.
Yeah. There's 3 fields that surround Mulcahy. Baseball in center, football to left, and more baseball out to right. Pitch is outside to Corey Bantam, so 1-1 on a first baseman.
You know what the most painstaking thing to do is?
What's that?
Anything? Picking up fireworks after they've landed. Had to do this at pass fields. You could be there for days.
That sounds like torture. Pitch is outside to Bantam. It's 2-1 now. Right on left matchup here. Top of the 4th. Glad you're with us. First leg of the doubleheader here on Independence Day. Pitch left outside. So 3-1 now in the first baseman. Well, Bantam walked back in the second, so 1 pitch away from his second walk of the game. Comes in hitting 111 on the season. Here comes the 3-1. He swings and tops one foul down the first base side. So it's 3-2. Three and 2 on Corey Bantam, right on left matchup. Your top 4. Pitch is fought off foul left side, and they'll do the payoff again. Corey Bantam is splitting time over at first base with a couple guys. Nate Muncy, RJ Rue, Sean Toger, the pitcher today for the Bucs, also plays first. Ren Matsuzaki now, normal catcher. Payoff pitch is hit slowly back to the pitcher. Anzai steps off the mound, throws to first, and he makes the play in time. So 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Nice athletic play from the pitcher. Bucs offense still quiet here, and that's been a theme for the Bucs as of late. It's been slow offense. These games don't count towards the regular season, but an opportunity to get the bats moving once again. Still 0-0, Bucs and Pilots. And here's now Cooper Soselski, the lefty. Pitch. Breaking ball in there for no. Called the ball just outside. That looked good from up here, but it's 1-0. Not a lefty is Cooper Sosowski, left fielder. Twirls his all-black bat. Wears his pants down low. No high socks for Sosowski. 1-0 pitch, a breaking ball. This time in for a strike. And it's 1-1. Third baseman Landon Teasing playing pretty close down the third baseline. A no doubles defense, perhaps. Pitch, breaking ball on the outside corner, a strike. 1-2 now on Sosowski. 1 ball, 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Top of the fourth between the Bucs and the Pilots here. First leg of the 4th of July doubleheader. Glad you're joining us. Anzai gets the sign. Comes home. A pitch hit up the middle on the ground. Dylan Marks charges, throws sidearms in time. And the side is retired here in the top of the 4th. No runs, no hits, and nobody left on base as we head to the home half. Still 0-0 between the Bucs and the Pilots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Sean Stokert still on the hill for the Bucs. Right on left matchup. Leadoff man for the Peas is Jet Ruby. Pitch to him is outside, 1-0. Ruby is 1 for 1 on the day. Singled back in the 1st inning. Was gunned down at the plate after a brilliant relay from the Bucs. Pitch, breaking ball, pours in for a strike. 1-1 the count now on Ruby. 389 average on the season. Toger twirls and deals. Off speed, just missed outside. 2-1 now on Ruby. Bottom 4. Nice crowd on hand here at Mulcahy Stadium. The pitch is a wave and a miss. 2-2. Highly attended game here in Anchorage. Fans for baseball and fans for fireworks. Pitch upstairs. And it's 3-2 now on Ruby.
Who isn't a fan of both of those things?
I would do a double take at you if you weren't a fan of both those things. 4th of July baseball, just a sentence that sounds good. Payoff pitch just inside. And it's a leadoff walk for the Pilots. Jet Ruby goes up to first base.
Center fielder number 6, Andrew Becker.
And now Andrew Becker, the hitter for the Peas. 0 for 1 with a fly out back in the 1st. He has his light blue bat that he features. We talked about it back in the 1st. Just kind of catches your eye the second he's up. Pitch is fouled off left side. Pounds his chest after that swing. Sort of hyping himself up after that. A lot of gestures as he goes back into the box. Twirls his light bat right on left matchup. Jet Ruby takes his lead off first here. 0-0 between the Bucs and the Pilots in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Off speed, just left upstairs. Oh, it's 1-1. Walking around before the game today, the energy's there. And it just so helps that it's a brilliant day weather-wise. Check back to first, not in time. Becker, like I said, flew up back in the first, but not something he normally does against the Bucs. 9-15 in the regular season against his fellow Anchorage side. Pitch to him, a breaking ball called strike. So 1-2 now on Becker. A buck killer to say the least. He's also 7 of his last 16 against any opponent. Just a hot hitter overall. Ruby takes his lead off first base. Check back to him is not in time. Toger has done his fair share of pickoff attempts here today. None of them have been successful. A couple close calls, but still yet to pick someone off. Ruby, a speedy guy over there at first. Takes a decent-sized lead, about 10 feet from the bag. Here's the 1-2 pitch, poked out to center field. Kai McGarry comes in about 2 steps, and he makes the grab. So the first out here of the bottom of the 4th. Ruby tracks back to first.
Now batting for your Anchorage Glacier Pilots, the first baseman, number 15, Adam Bergholz.
The shadows are normally not difficult here at Mulcahy Stadium, but when the sun's out like this, right field is interesting because the scoreboard out there really displays on the field. It's a big black mark, a square. Pitch is called strike to Adam Bergholz, 0-1 on the catcher. But they have the lights on, like we said, so maybe playing with the shadows just a bit, sometimes that helps to offset them. Ruby takes his lead off first base. Here's the 0-1 pitch, outside on the off speed. 1-1 now. Bergholz doubled back in the first inning, but he didn't bring home a run. Jet Ruby, the runner on first right now, was gunned out at home. He tried to advance to home after being on first. Pitch, pours in for a strike. Nice breaking ball, 1-2. He turned on the burners. He rounded second. He looked like he might hold up at third, but then got the wave and then kicked it into gear, but a brilliant relay. Left field to short to home. And still no runs here. 1-2. Off speed outside, 2-2. 359 average for Adam Bergholz this season. One of the top marks in the ABL, top 5 in the league. Pilots, though, so far just 1 hit today. First leg of the 4th of July doubleheader. Ruby takes his lead off first. Toger set. Here's the pitch. That's hit off the end of the bat into left field. Shortstop Underhill tracks back. Now called off by Ciesielski, the left fielder, who makes the grab. Well, there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. There's been a couple plays out there in left field, sort of a no man's land. Underhill, the shortstop, Provencio, the third baseman, and Ciesielski had to have their communication on point today, but so far, nothing has gotten by them. In fact, it's been plus defense. Like I said, that relay was brilliant. So 2 gone now. Carter Freeland, the hitter. Check off to first, not in time. 0-0 between the Bucs and the Pilots. Whole bunch of zeros on the board, just 4 combined hits. Here's the pitch, upstairs. 1-0. Freeland walked back in the second inning. Right on left matchup. Sports his dark blue batter's helmet. Dark black bat. Wiggles it on his left shoulder. Looks at a pitch in the dirt. Oh, it's 2-0 now on Carter Freeland. Start time today was 7 p.m. An hour later than normal. Usually it's 6 p.m. in the normal ABL games. But tomorrow these 2 sides play start times 4 p.m. And then on Sunday, the Bucs play the Chinooks at 2. Here's the 2-0 inside. It gets by Reese Sherman, the catcher, all the way back to the screen. Easily advancing to second is Jet Ruby. So now runner in scoring position with 2 gone here in the bottom of the 4th. Perhaps a miscommunication on the throw as Toger is talking with Reese Sherman. Not a mound visit, though, just came to cover home, and exchanged a few words as he heads back to the mound. Takes a little bit of a pause. Uses some pine tar. Hot day here in Anchorage. Up into the 70s. 3-0 pitch bounces up there. So a 2-out walk for Carter Freeland. Runners on first and second now for the Pilots. Something going here for the home side Peas. These two teams split doubleheader home and away. So the second game, the Bucs will be home. Now the Pilots are home, hitting in the bottom of the fourth. A chance to score the first run of the game. But before that opportunity comes, pitching coach for the Bucs, Izzy Fuentes, is going to take his long strut out to the mound. Reese Sherman will accompany Sean Toger as well, the catcher.
Yeah, you just want to settle down Toger. He looked excellent, and his last inning was his best one yet, going 1-2-3. Hasn't given up any big plays or anything this inning, but it's just been the walks, and they've been on high pitch counts that are hurting him. So just want to focus, throw your strikes. They haven't been able to do anything with it all day long, so give them pitches they might be able to swing at and try to get some more swing and misses.
Oh, home plate umpire Ethan McCraney goes to separate that little mound visit. Sean Toger picks up the pine tar, trying to work out of this first and second jam here in the bottom of the fourth. Has only given up one hit so far to the Pilots. Still nothing. Comes home. That's fought off foul left side out of play. So it's 0-1 now on Landon teasing the third baseman. Grounded into a 6-4 force out, almost a double play back in the second inning. But Austin Gamel, the second baseman, his throw to first wasn't in time by a smidge. Counts 0-1. Here's the pitch, breaking ball lofted in the air towards center. McGarry back a few steps. Now he stops and he makes the grab. So the Pilots strand first and second here in the bottom of the fourth. Still no score as we head to the fifth. It's Bucs Baseball. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium. And everyone, glad you're with us here in Anchorage, Alaska. The first leg of the 4th of July doubleheader between the two Anchorage sides, the Bucs and the Pilots. Still no score as we head to the top of the fifth inning. A new pitcher on the hill for the Pilots. It's A.J. Frausto, his fifth appearance on the season. He started one game as well with a 1-1 record, a 2.77 ERA. Oh, really nice stuff out of the pen. And he kicks and deals. First pitch to Austin Gamel is a strike, and it's 0-1. Punched out 11 guys so far in the ABL season, so has the punch-out stuff. Righty on the mound, wearing long sleeves today. A blue Under Armour underneath his navy top. White pants. Pilots wear that half blue, half white cap. Time's called from Austin Gamel.
Today is not the day for long sleeves.
I was going to say, you were wearing your coat earlier on the hike that we went on. I was baffled. Bitch, outside. And it's 1-1.
That's because I wanted pockets to hold the bug spray and or
Okay.
sunscreen and bear spray. So,
You brought the bear spray?
yeah.
Okay. I didn't
You told
see
me
it.
to.
Oh, you're right. 1-1 pitch, a wave and a miss. 1-2. I had the bug spray. You had the bear spray.
Yes.
We had all
And the
all-
sunscreen.
And the sunscreen.
As many screens as you could possibly need.
Screens, sprays. I mean, we were well equipped on our hike. 1-2 pitch, check swing foul down the left field line. That's what we do. You know, two city kids, we make sure that we're all good to go before a hike like that. It was a really nice view at the top. American flag just fit the bill here on the 4th of July. 1-2 pitch, chopped on the ground towards second base. Ruby's there, throws the first in time. So a quick out here in the top of the 5th. Us two city kids, we don't go on too many hikes.
No.
Not at all. So,
You
since
could
we've
you
been here
could
in
tell
Alaska-
that in our speed today.
Whoa, were we slow?
Yeah.
We were slow. You did not help out our speed overall, as you actually told me you felt bad. Guy McGarry shows bunt, pulls back, pitches downstairs. You said you felt bad because you were so far behind when you were coming back. I was worried a few times because I looked back and I didn't see you. So I
Well,
kind
that's
of...
because you guys just kept on charging along.
We didn't go that fast. I think it was more you were going a little slow. Pitch in there for a strike. And it's 1-1 on McGarry. Someone who isn't slow, Kai McGarry, he would probably do that hike at a rapid pace. Leads the ABL in stolen bases this season. Man center field well. Pitch is fought off foul down the right field line.
I'll disagree with that claim because I'd say I'm the fastest running-wise of everyone who was doing the hike because I actually run and was the slowest doing the hike. So maybe
I
those
think you-
skills don't translate.
I think you have great stamina.
Okay, well,
I think speed-wise, if we were to do a 50-yard dash, could be different. 1-2 pitch is chopped foul third base side. Do you think you would beat me in a 50-yard sprint? We've talked about this like 10 times already.
we have, and we haven't tested it
I'm
out.
very impressed with your stamina. I mean, you go on 6-mile runs like it's nothing. I'm gassed after one. 1-2 pitch is fouled off right side. We'll have to test it out.
Okay.
And we'll let all of you know.
Yeah,
Let the Buck fans know. I'm sure you guys have been waiting on that one.
can live stream a race.
Well, because you used to have your mile challenge where you
Yeah.
run a mile after every run. That's sort of died down a bit. Maybe you'll pick it up after this 4th of July doubleheader. 1-2 pitch is hit hard on the ground, foul, third base side. Kai McGarry battling up there. 0 for 2 on the day so far for the center fielder. Make that 0 for 1. He walked back in the first, struck out in the third. Trying to get his back going here. 2 for his last 12 in ABL play. Here's the 1-2 pitch, fouled off left side. He nods back towards the dugout. He's battling up there, liking what he sees. Right on right matchup. AJ Frausto, the pitcher on the hill for the Pilots. A good battle here, and everyone's here to watch it. Nice crowd on hand. Almost packed at Mulcahy. 1-2 pitch, just outside, 2-2. So 2-2 on Kai McGarry, 1 out here, top 5. Nothing to score between the Bucs and the Pilots. Just 4 combined hits. Frausto gets the sign. Comes home. That one's laced out to center field. Becker on the run. Looks up towards the wall, and that ball clears the wall. It's out of here. A solo shot for Kai McGarry. His first of the season, and it's 1-0 Bucs on top in the 5th. He's pumped, rounding the base bats. Touches home plate. A brilliant bomb from the center fielder.
Yeah, that one just laced out towards the center field wall, the deepest part of the park. That one easily goes 400. The center fielder, Becker, thought for a second he might have a chance, and then you could tell he slowed down his pace. That one soared out of him, and his Sun Devil teammate, Eli Buxton, the first one to greet him out of the dugout.
The first firework of the day here on 4th of July. 1-0 Bucs. Just an absolute bomb to center. Pitch in there for a strike to James Florencio. So 0-1 on the third baseman. Wow. Now, we haven't seen that type of pop out of Kai McGarry's bat so far this season. Pitch is in there for a strike on Provencio. But my goodness,
yeah,
he put a charge into that one. And the center fielder, Becker, just kind of kept running. And then he stopped about 2 feet in front of the track, looked up, and he had no play. Long pause for A.J. Frausto. Now he comes home. Pitch, a swing and a miss. Fastball right on by. And there's 2 gone here in the top of the 5th.
Might be stuck in that batter's eye tree in center field.
There's that lone tree out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of trees clearing the second baseball field that's about, I don't know, 300 yards away, but that lone tree out there in center just got some company. So 2 gone here, top 5. Luke Taylor, the hitter, DH today. Pitch to him, a swing and a miss. High cheese. 0-1 now. That was the second homer we've seen out to center field so far this season.
Yeah, first by a buck.
First run of the day. Here's the 0-1 pitch. That one's lofted out to right field. Shallow. Second baseman Ruby there. And he makes the catch. 2 feet away from the right fielder Christensen, but Ruby the one to find the ball in his glove. But the Bucs get a solo homer off of Kai McGarry's bat. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. 1-0. Bucs on top. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, everyone. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you. Bucs on top 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. Kai McGarry blasted a solo shot out to center field. Man, he was pumped to hit that one. Gave the Bucs their lone run, and they're up 1-0. New pitcher on the hill for the Bucs, Kate Finazzo. First pitch, a swing and a miss from Edison Polanco. 0-1. Finazzo, a normal starter for the Bucs, has started 3 games so far for Anchorage, a 2.87 ERA, 13 strikeouts. He's been brilliant. Out of Cal Baptist University. Comes home, 0-1 pitch, low and wide. Oh, it's 1-1 now on Polanco. 1-0, Bucs on top here, first leg of the 4th of July doubleheader. Here's the pitch, way outside. Oh, it's 2-1. Polanco wears a blue piece of tape on his left forearm. 2-1 pitch. That along with a hood that he wears. A lot of accessories for Edison Polanco. 3-1's the count. Here's the pitch, way outside. So a 5-pitch walk, and the Pilots have something brewing here in the bottom of the 5th.
Now batting for the Pilots, the right fielder, number 23, Ryan Christensen.
Sorry, everyone, for the slight difficulties on the camera. It's so hot here at Mulcahy Stadium. Alex is going to go out and try to figure out what's happening out there. Might have to bring the camera inside to the booth for the second time this season, so just trying to work it out here at Mulcahy. Edison Polanco takes his lead off first. Now the pitcher, Keith Finazzo, comes home. It's a ball. Ryan Christensen's the hitter. 0 for 1 on the day with a flyout. Pitch, a swing and a miss. 1-1. Finazzo, interesting to see him out of the bullpen. Not a normal reliever for the Bucs. His first appearance of the season was a relief appearance. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2. You guys are just gonna have to listen to my voice for now, as this is a full radio broadcast for the time being, but we'll have the camera back on shortly, so stay with us. 1-2's the count on Christensen. Finazzo ready. Pitch, swung on, chopped up the middle, right back to the Finazzo. Feeds the shortstop Underhill. There's one on to first, safe. Oh, they're calling Underhill off the bag. Throw back to second is in time, my goodness. And it's a double play. What just happened? Cade Finazzo fielded it, threw to Landon Underhill, who did not have his foot on the bag. So the call was safe originally. Then they threw to first, got the out there, but the call was safe at second, so the runner, Edison Polanco, came off the bag, threw back to short, and he was called out. That's going to be a doozy for Alex to score. 2 outs. Pitch to Rodriguez, a wave and miss. 0-1. My goodness. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
6-4-3.
6-4-3. 6-4-3-6.
6, and then didn't they go back to first?
No.
Okay.
0-1, a wave and a miss. 0-2. The 0-2 now on BJ Rodriguez. Finazzo comes home, pitches outside. 1-2. So 1-2 on BJ Rodriguez. 2 gone here, bottom 5. Finazzo kicks and deals. Here's the pitch upstairs. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. BJ Rodriguez, the hitter. 0 for 1 on the day, a strikeout back in the 3rd. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Finazzo rings him up. He gets a key double play, an unorthodox double play, and we'll head to the top of the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors. We'll be right back. It's Bucs Baseball. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, everyone, as we head to the 6th. It's 1-0 Bucks on top. Landon Underhill, the leadoff man, will face a new pitcher. It's Cole Simino for the Pilots. First pitch is a breaking ball in there for a strike. And it's 0-1 now on the shortstop.
We got a camera back.
We got a camera back. That's what everyone likes to see, literally. 0-1 pitch, pours in for a strike. 0-2. Underhill so far today is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. Here's the pitch, top down the third base side, foul.
That foul ball brought to you by Earhart Roofing.
Still 0-2 on Landon Underhill. Nice crowd on hand today, about the best crowd we've seen all game long, all season long. 0-2 the count on Underhill. Simino comes home, pitch is outside. 1-2. Cole Simino, a 2 ERA and 5 appearances so far this season. That's 2 saves with 11 strikeouts, so a high-end reliever for the Pilots. 0-0 here, top 6. Here's the 1-2 pitch, hooked outside. 2-2. Just pulled that fastball on the ground.
So how many pitchers do you think we'll see in 2 games combined from both teams?
I think it's really going to boost up in the second game.
I mean, Pilots have already used 4.
It's true. Bucks have 2. So far, Sean Toger and Cade Finazzo. 2-2 pitch, topped slowly, right side of the infield. Simino can't make the play. Ruby, the second baseman, bare hands. He doesn't have a play either. It's an infield single for Landon Underhill. Leadoff man is on here for the Bucks in the top of the 6th.
Now batting the left fielder, number 19.
Yeah, definition of a chopper there, and made the pitcher and second baseman just look silly trying to get to the ball in time. It's a good enough piece of hitting.
Underhill will take it. Now 2 hits on the day. Bucks trying to find the offense. Has been in a slump as of late, but last night in the 9th inning, they did put up a little bit of a rally. Scored 3 runs to make it a 7-4 game. Pitch to Logan Ewell, a breaking ball called strike. So 0-1 now on the right fielder. Simino long pause, dangles his left arm. Now comes set. Ewell showing bunt already. He pops it up, third base side, caught by teasing. It's a pop-out bunt for Logan Ewell. It's the first out of the inning here in the top of the 6th.
Now batting the
Yeah, it was a high pitch, and Ewell's bat probably just a little too high in the zone. And those 2 combined, the bunt's usually going to go in the air, and a nice play by teasing over there to come in and make the grab. Smart ball playing from the Pilots.
So now it's Reese Sherman up. He bounces his bat on the plate. Now he's ready with his bright yellow batting gloves. Closed stance. Underhill leads off first. Pitch downstairs in the dirt. Catcher Freeland can't find it. Now he picks it up. A 1-0. Underhill was dancing off of first base. Definitely a steal threat. He stole last night late in the game in the 9th inning. He actually came up a little bit slow, but he's all good to go. Back in the lineup today, obviously. 2 for 2. He's Sherman. 1-0 on him. Pitch, wave, appeal. He did not go. But Sherman held back his bat. Reese so far today, 0 for 2 with a line out and a fly out. Came into the day hitting .265 on the season. Catcher today for the Bucs. 2-0 the count. Underhill takes off. Pitch taken outside. Throw down is not in time. Pitch was close. Freeland couldn't frame it though. He had to instead think about throwing down to second. Throw just a bit right of the second base bag and not nearly in time. So Underhill in scoring position now for the Bucs. 3-0 count on Reese Sherman. Simino trying to work out of this jam. Down 3-0. Underhill takes his lead. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. 3-1.
Underhill showing no signs of scariness even after last night.
Yeah.
Looked a little banged up after
true.
sliding in the second, but no
You're
fear
right.
going for it again.
Yep. Why not? If you're feeling good, try to take the bag. He's definitely more than capable. 3-1 now in Sherman. Semino comes home. He swings and lofts one in the air towards left field. Rodriguez back a few steps. Now he makes the one-handed grab. Underhill stays put at second base, so a fly out for Sherman to left. And there's two gone here in the top of the 6th.
I think that's the next step for this Bucs offense. A lot of times during this skid, they've got into these really good counts, 3-1, 3-0, and then they're swinging at balls that you just wish they'd hold off for to maybe get to a 3-2 count or a walk instead of just sending them into easily playable situations.
Right, like even that one was weak off the bat. It was sort of humpbacked over there to left. Sinking line drive. Throw back to second is not in time. Always interesting to see lefties throw back to second. Have to actually come across the mound. Semino stands as far right, his right, of the rubber that he possibly can. Here's the pitch to Bantam, outside on the breaking ball. 1-0 now on Corey, first baseman today for the Bucs. He's 0 for 1 with a walk back in the second. Runner on second for Anchorage, trying to bring home their second run of the day. 1-0. Strike called on the outside corner. Fastball, and it's 1-1. Bantam has seen his play time significantly decrease as the season has gone along, but it's because there's so many first basemen for the Bucs to find time to fit all of them in. 1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Off speed, called a strike, and it's 1-2.
You know what Bantam should be aiming for right now?
The seats.
That black bird that just landed in right center field fence.
I guess seats wouldn't work here because there's none in the outfield. I mean a foul ball. See what he does. 1-2 pitch, wave, appeal. He did not go. Checked up, so 2-2 now on Corey Bantam. Very minor league-esque. No seats in the outfield. Just a whole bunch of advertisements. You got Arby's in right center, Verizon in left center, accompanied by a whole lot more. 2-2 pitch, just missed outside, and it's full on Corey Bantam. So it's Bantam's third 3-ball count of the day. All 3 of his at-bats. Has worked them deep. Payoff pitch coming from Cole Semino. Gets the sign. Here it is. Outside. So the second walk of the evening for Corey Bantam. And the Bucs have runners on first and second now in the top of the 6th.
Just as I say it, wait for your pitch. That's exactly what Bantam does. He works himself into a little bit of a hole with the count, but does a good job laying this at bat, really waiting for one that he wants to see. Doesn't get it, and now you get a free pass.
Now let's see if Cooper Sinselski can bring home a couple more runs for the Bucs. Left arm right matchup. Semino ready. Pitch, a swing and a miss. 0-1. Sinselski so far today 0 for 2 with a line out in the second and a ground out to short back in the 4th. He's played good defense though. Started a 7-6-2 tandem. Pitch, fought off foul right side. An unbelievable relay to home plate. So, good defense from Sinselski. It's what he's done all season long, just trying to find that bat. 0-2's the count on the left fielder. Runners take their leads off first and second base. Long pause for Semino. Now he comes home, a swing, line drive, left field. It'll bloop in for a base hit in front of Rodriguez. He gears up for the throw. Underhill rounds third, throw cut off, and the run scores. It's an RBI single for Cooper Sinselski, and the Bucs double their lead. It's 2-0 here in the top of the 6th.
It kind of relaxed out there in left field from Rodriguez. It looked like he was coming in, possibly with a diving stop, could have made some contact, but instead waited and geared up for the throw. But Underhill, one of the fastest guys on this team, you do not have much of a chance of catching him.
Well, Underhill already stole second.
Yep.
And going second to home on a hit was easy peasy. Now they are Austin Gamal. Pitch left upstairs. So 1-0 now on the second baseman Gamal. Big insurance run for the Bucs as today's game only 7 innings, so second to last inning of play here. 1-0, swung on, drilled, deep right field. There it goes! See ya! A 3-run jack for Austin Gamel, his first of the season, and just like that, it's 5-0 Bucs on top in the top of the 6th.
Yeah, all smiles there from Gamel. And how about that to break you out of a little slump? Just a moonshot out to right field, easily passes over the wall. And this is this Bucs offense that we've been waiting for a couple of weeks now.
Unbelievable. Well, it's 4th of July. It only makes sense that the fireworks are coming alive here at Mulcahy Stadium. 4 runs in here in the top of the 6th. Pitch to Kai McGarry, a swing and a miss. Boy, oh boy, he wanted to go deep as well. He already has a homer today. 7 hits on the day for the Bucs, and this just looks like the Bucs. It looks like what they were doing in the first couple weeks of the season. 5-0. Cole Semino steps off the mound. We knew Gamel had the pop.
Yeah.
We've seen it in BP. He just turned his hands and drilled it. 0-1 pitch, a wave and a miss. 0-2 now on Kai McGarry. The offense is offensing after 4 scoreless innings to start off the game. Back-to-back innings where the Bucs have notched at least 1 run. It was Kai McGarry's solo shot back in the 5th. He tops one foul right side out of play. And 4 runs already home here in the 6th.
How about the 2-out offense here?
Yeah.
Only 1 run was scored before that.
And that's what they did yesterday,
Yeah.
too. They've been doing well with 2 outs last couple days. 0-2 pitch to McGarry, taken down low. So 1-2. One into the count on Kai McGarry. 4 runs already home for the Bucs here. Top of the 6th. Semino comes set. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit on the ground sharply, left side. Fielded by Teasing, dives, throws, not in time. It went to the ground. Got up, throw not in time to first. So Kai McGarry with his 2nd hit of the day, an infield single. The Bucs have something going again here in the top of the 6th. Runner on with 2 outs.
Yeah, nice sliding effort by Teasing. The problem is he just kept on sliding on this turf and had to wait a second to get up. And that's the difference when you're trying to get out a speedy runner like McGarry. You really have no chance at that.
Now left on left matchup. Kai McGarry takes his lead off first. Prevencio the hitter who check swing, he did not go. Ball gets by all the way to the backstop. McGarry takes 2nd. It actually looks like he did go around. So second base umpire Brandon Schmidt said Prevencio waved and missed. So 1-1 the count on James. Runner on 2nd now. Bucs already 4 runs home. A chance to bring home a 5th here in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Outside. Brilliant day for baseball here at Mulcahy Stadium. 4th of July. Glad you're with us. Spending it with us here. Milo Hoffman and Alex Burstein with you. Check back to 2nd. Oh, that's in time. They got Kai McGarry leaning. He was dancing off of 2nd base. He's a great base runner, but just a bit too overzealous there. We'll head to the home half of the 6th. It's 5-0 Bucs after they get 4 runs in on the inning. The big bash off of Austin Gamel's bat. A 3-run shot. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. It's Bucs baseball. Welcome back to Mulcahy Stadium, everyone. We head to the bottom of the 6th. And it's a new pitcher on the hill for the Bucs. It's Luke Barch. 6 appearances so far this season with a stellar 2.25 ERA. 7 strikeouts to go along with it. 8 innings pitched for the reliever who hails from Alaska. Pitch is outside. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the 6th. Hitter's Dylan Marks. He lines one to right field, base hit. Down the right field line. Logan Yule comes over into the corner. Marks turns on the burners, rounds first, and he cruises into second. It's a leadoff double for the Pilots here in the bottom of the 6th. They have something going. Bucs scored 4 runs in the top of the 5th, so the Pilots need to get the offense going here, down 5-0. Like we said, 7-inning game, so time is ticking. First leg of the doubleheader here on the 4th of July. Hitter is Jet Ruby, second baseman. Barch comes home, pitches outside, 1-0. Ruby so far today is 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Pitch left outside, 2-0.
Now at the top of the lineup this inning for the Pilots, this is definitely their best chance in this shortened game to get some runs. If you don't get anything here, that's going to make it a lot harder to get anything going.
2-0 the count on Jet Ruby. There's the pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner, 2-1 now. Barch is a real crafty pitcher. There's a small frame on the mound. Doesn't have the highest exit velocity or pitching velocity, but he's real crafty. Has a nice off-speed breaking ball and good zip to his heater. 2-1 pitch, a wave and a miss. 2-2. 5-0 Bucs on top here, bottom 6. The Pilots do have the leadoff man over at second base. It's Dylan Marks. So, trying to get something going, spark a late game rally. Just their second hit of the day. 2-2 pitch, high and wide, 3-2. Well, not exactly what you want from Luke Barch coming on. Leadoff double from Dylan Marks, and now you're in a full count to the number 2 hitter, Jet Ruby, who's doing well. Comes in hitting .389. Wiggles his lefty bat. Here's the payoff delivery. Swing and a miss! A big strikeout for Luke Barch. 1 gone here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, well, that's great because if you can have 2 on with no outs, this is a brand new inning for the Pilots. But getting that first out is huge, not only for the men on the base, but also for the confidence of Barch. And we get one of the top hitters out, and they can try to keep that going against the heart of the lineup.
No, now the hitter's Andrew Becker. First pitch to him is upstairs. So 1-0. 1-0 and Andrew Becker. 2 flyouts today, 1 in the 1st, 1 in the 4th. Pilots trying to come back here, down 5-0 in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch way outside on the fastball, 2-0. Andrew Becker is really has a lot of animations, to say the least, when he's hitting. Pumps his chest, touches his hat, his helmet. 2-0. Looks at a strike call. 2-1. Now he adjusts his batting gloves, digs back in, has that neon blue bat. All sorts of stuff happening for Andrew Becker. It's worked. .311 average so far this season. 2-1 pitch. Downstairs, 3-1.
Look good, play good.
Look good, feel good, play good.
Yep. And some red, white, and blue. Perfect for the holiday.
Yep. Exactly. 3-1 the count. Luke Barch comes set on the mound. Runner takes his lead off second base. It's Marks. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 4. So, Andrew Becker will go up to first base, and all of a sudden, the Pilots have first and second with 1 out here, bottom 6. And the heart of the lineup's coming up. Their best hitter, Adam Burkle. Situation here for Luke Barch to settle down. 1 out at a time. He's a great candidate for a double play ball as well. Adam Burkholdt, not the fastest guy on the Pilots lineup, but a power guy. Bitch in there for a strike. 0-1. So 0-1 the count on Adam Burkholdt, who doubled back in the first, flew out in the fourth. Already has a homer this season against the Bucs, and no doubter left. 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball way outside, so it's 1-1 now on Burkholdt. 359 average this season, a 479 on base percentage. Boy, he gets on at a good pace. Runners take their leads, first and second base occupied. Here's the pitch, swung on, lofted foul, right side, out of play. Corey Bantam gave it a look, but he did not have a play. So nice to see Mulcahy Stadium fully packed. It's really the first time we're seeing it fully packed this season, and it's just gorgeous. A beautiful sight. Every seat is filled down the right and left field line. Runners take their leads here, big spot. 1-2 pitch, swung on, hit well out to right center field. Logan Ewell's there though, drops back, makes the catch, and no tag from Marks at second base. Ewell threw in a bullet, so big out for Luke Barch here, 2 gone in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Ewell obviously strikes some fear in opposing offenses because that one was well hit, as you said, pretty far back there in right field, and you have a speedy guy in Marks at second, but he turned around almost right away, so an excellent job by Ewell.
Oh, now it's Carter Freeland, last chance for the Pilots in this bottom of the 6th. Pitch to him is upstairs on the fastball, so 1-0. Barch has been great for the Bucs so far. Every time he comes in, he's very easy, calm, cool, collected. Not the most animate guy on the hill, but gets the job done. 1-0's the count. Pitch fouled off left side, out of play. The wind is blowing out to left field today, so anything hit over there is trouble. We've seen it a couple times this season. Balls squeak over that left field fence. Arch hoping that doesn't happen here. Right on left matchup. Carter Freeland digs into the box. 1-1's the count. Runners off first and second, 2 outs. Pitch fouled off again, 1-2. Every foul ball now gets some more reaction because there's always a chance someone's going to catch it.
Yeah.
Normally here at Mulcahy, it's a foul ball and then a hits the bleachers down the left field line. Not to say fans don't show up. It's always a good fan attendance rate, but today it's just everyone's here. 4th of July, how could you not? 1-2's the count on Freeland. Pitch outside, 2-2.
Barch has been so reliant on his fastball today. You might want to try a breaking ball, still in the count up 2-2, see if you can get a swing and a miss to get out of this inning.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th. Freeland the hitter, Barch comes set. Here's the offering, a swing and a foul tip. Though it's still 2-2 on Freeland, the catcher. Working a battle here. He's another animated guy on this Pilot's side. Last time he got hit by a pitch, and he was pumping his fist as he ran down to first base. Wears his sunglasses today. Bright day at Mulcahy. Not day anymore, though. Nearing 9 p.m., 8:54 Alaska time. Here's the 2-2 again. Outside, way outside. And it's full on Carter Freeland. So the Pilots making it difficult right now for Luke Barch. Luke is having a hard time finding the strike zone. Laboring through this inning. Still trying to work out of it unscathed, though. Andrew Becker at first. Marks at second. Here's the payoff pitch. Breaking ball just missed outside, barely. Luke Barch nods his head back, did not like the call. But Ethan McCraney, the home plate umpire, said that was a bit outside. And just like that, the bases are juiced for the Pilots here. Bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, Barch had the right idea there. Just try to squeak in a breaking ball to the outside zone against a lefty. Now, big opportunity with a very solid hitter at the plate, and it's a right-hander. So that was a big chance to get out of the inning. Now you just have to calm down and just try to get something into the zone.
Now the hitter's Landon Teasing. Pitch to him is in there for a strike. So 0-1 now on Teasing. Third baseman today. A big frame in the box. Stands at 6'4". 0-1's the count. Here it is. Swing and a miss. 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes. Landon teasing up. Bases are loaded for the Pilots. They gave up 4 in the top half of the inning, trying to come back with some runs of their own here in the home half. Barch gets the sign. Comes set at the belt. Looks in. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. High cheese right on by. Luke Barch strikes out Landon teasing and leaves the bases loaded. We'll head to the 7th, the last inning of today's doubleheader. It's Anchorage Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium as we head to the top of the 7th. New pitcher on the hill for the Pilots. It's Cameron Whitty, who hails from Anchorage, Alaska. Big righty on the mound. A long pause between innings here. Sort of unordinary how long this is. Whitty getting all the warm-ups he can, and now Carter Freeland will throw down to second. So we're just about set here for the top of the 7th. The last inning of today's doubleheader between the Bucs and the Pilots. First leg of this 4th of July doubleheader. 2 Anchorage sides doing battle. James Provencio, the third baseman, leadoff man in this inning for the Bucs. Offense has come alive for the Bucs here in the last couple innings. 4 runs in the top frame of the 6th. Whitty set. Comes home, pitches downstairs. So 1-0 now on Provencio. So far today, Provencio 1 for 3 with a single back in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. Outside, 2-0. It was really nice to see or hear the fans sing along in the middle of that last half inning. Sweet Caroline played here at Mulcahy Stadium as the 2-0 pitch is downstairs. Now, personally, not a fan of that song at all, because I'm a Yankees fan, and of course, that is the Red Sox song. But it's a great song. Nothing against the actual song, just it's associated with something I deeply despise. Here's the 3-0 in there for a strike, 3-1.
Fighting words.
I mean, I'm going to be honest here. Yankees-Red Sox rivalry is real. And, of course, I'm going to, Speak my mind. 3-1 pitch is hit on the ground, second base. Jet Ruby's there. He throws the first in time. So first down of the top of the 7th here. Jet Ruby has been pretty good on defense so far today. He's had a couple plays hit towards him. Dove a couple times too. Didn't make one play back in the 3rd. Dove and couldn't come up with it. But other than that, has been pretty smooth over there, right side of the infield. So one gone here in the top of the 7th. Luke Taylor is up. Taylor so far today is 0 for 2. Sorry, make that 1 for 3. Single back in the 1st. Here's the pitch to him upstairs. 1-0. Now, I know these games don't count towards the season, but to see the Bucs dugout really excited like that, a couple homers, a 3-run shot from Austin Gamel, it's good to see when you're right back at it tomorrow in a game that counts. 1-0 now, Luke Taylor. Pitch outside. 2-0.
And there's 6 more games that do count against these Pilots,
Yep.
and they often play the same pitchers, so showing you can get it done against them once, you can probably do it against them twice.
Bucs played the Pilots the least in the first half of the ABL season. Here's the 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. So, 2 Anchorage sides doing battle here on the 4th of July. Haven't seen each other too much so far this season. 4 times previously to this doubleheader. Pitch is outside, 3-1. Season series split 2 apiece. Three and 1's the count on Luke Taylor here. Top of the 7th. 5-0 Bucs on top. Witty set. Here's the offering, fouled right back. 3-2. Brief clouds in the sky. They're sort of dazzled across the sky here. Nothing that thick, just light risks. I see the birds flying out there and right. Just a gorgeous day. Couldn't ask for anything better, really. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Luke Taylor here. 1 gone in the top of the 7th. Witty set. Now he comes home. Pitch turned on left field. Playable for Rodriguez though. He comes in and he makes the grab. So a fly out to left for Luke Taylor, and there's 2 outs here on the top 7.
Yeah, the wind just batted that one down. It had decent velo off the bat of Taylor, but came crashing down in shallow left field. Rodriguez did a good job of getting there in time, but good contact per usual from Taylor.
Turned in on it, brought in those hands, but just not enough oomph out to left. You said the wind, yeah, it's coming in now, towards left. Now Landon Underhill the hitter. Witty comes set. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit up the middle, through for a base hit. Landon Underhill's 3rd hit of the day, and make that 3 singles. Bucs have a runner on with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. Man, he just keeps hitting. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, he had a great night last night. Got a triple, single, and a couple of other reaches. And tonight, obviously, this won't count towards his stats, but reaching on all 4 plate appearances, pretty darn good.
Now it's Logan Yule the hitter. Witty comes set. Here's the pitch. Outside corner called, so a strike. It's interesting, Witty, when he's set, actually, he's looking straight into the eyes of his 3rd baseman, Landon Teasing. No one's over there, but it's just the way he's set. He sort of wobbles his front foot. And it comes some on the 0-1. Pitch outside corner again, a strike. 0-2. Different pitchers have their different ways of coming home. He starts with the ball behind his waist at the belt, as Underhill takes his lead off first. 0-2's the count, 2 outs. Pitch. High and in, just barely. So 1-2 now, Logan Yule. That was a close one.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire Ethan McCraney over there. Umpire crew rotate throughout the entire league, so we're starting to see the same umpires here last couple games and every game. 1-2 pitch is fouled off left side. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes here. Top 7. First leg of the 4th of July doubleheader. Great day to be at Mulcahy Stadium. We're glad you're joining us, though, over the Anchorage Bucs YouTube channel. 1-2 pitch is hit up the middle into center field, a base hit. Underhill moves up 90 feet. Logan Yule aboard with a single. And there's runners on first and second now for Anchorage with 2 outs.
Yeah, both of these hits just on the ground, finding the gaps in the infield. That's what's worked in the later innings the last couple games for the Bucs. They've come up a little short in both of them, but they're figuring out their hitting again, and when you combine those small hits with the home runs of earlier, it's a very sound offense.
Now it's Reese Sherman with a chance to tack on another for the Bucs, up 5-0 here. Top of the 7th. Whitty comes set. Pitch inside. That hit Reese Sherman. It touched him on the hand as he slams his bat into the dirt. Not a fan of that pitch for obvious reasons, but he'll take his bag. So bases juiced now for the Bucs. 2 outs here in the top of the 7th.
And a really good job by Sherman there to hold off of it. He had started the swing and held back, and that's why he's allowed to take the free bag. So good patience here from the Bucs, and huge opportunity here.
Oh, it's Corey Bantam. First baseman has 2 walks already today. 0 for 1 though. Pitch to him outside on the off speed. It's Underhoff third, Logan Ewell second, and Reese Sherman over at first. 3 ducks on the pond for Corey Bantam. What can he do with it? 1-0's the count. Pitch in there, strike. It's a breaking ball that just cut the inside corner, so 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Last inning of play here at Mulcahy Stadium. What he set. Now he comes home. Pitch, fastball, called a strike. 1-2. Beautiful day here at Mulcahy Stadium. 5-0, Bucs on top. 1-2 the count on Corey Bantam. Whitty's ready. Here's the pitch, fouled off. Still 1-2. That foul ball got some reaction from the crowd. It hit off the facade of the seats here on the infield. There's a blue awning over top on the roof on the infield seats. No awning out in the outfield. 1-2 the count. Bantam looks at a ball outside. 2-2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Deuces Wild in the top of the 7th. 5-0. Bucs on top here on the 4th of July. Here's the bases loaded pitch. Swing and a miss. Cam Whitty works out of the bases juice jam and will head to the bottom of the 7th. Last chance for the Pilots. They're down by 5. Don't go anywhere. It's Bucs baseball. We'll be right back. Back here at Mulcahy Stadium. Glad you're with us as we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Here 5-0. Bucs on top. It's the last legs for the Pilots here. 7-inning ball game. First leg of the doubleheader here at Mulcahy Stadium. Nate Muncy on the hill for the Bucs. Here's the pitch to Polanco. Outside, 1-0. Muncy has 3 appearances so far this season. A 5.40 ERA with 2 strikeouts, 3 1/3 innings pitched. Also a two-way guy, plays first base. 1-0 is chopped on the ground, foul, third base side. 1-1 now, Polanco.
Now ball brought to you by the Insurance Center.
Polanco so far today is 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a ground out. 1-1's the count. Muncy comes home. Pitch is outside. 2-1. Just saw some fans peer over our right shoulder. I don't know if you saw. You didn't have a view, but they were watching from this little terrace out there to my right.
Fans everywhere.
Yeah. 2-1 pitch. Strike called on the fastball. 2-2. Why not?
Yeah. All the seats are taken.
Yeah, it's true. Standing room only. And I see fans standing down the bleachers, left field line, right field line. There's the pitch. Breaking ball just missed down low, so 3-2. I mean, this is just awesome to play in front of because the atmosphere is great. And it kind of emulates that college atmosphere a little bit here in Mulcahy Stadium. 4th of July. Here's the payoff pitch. Cold, strike 3. Got him frozen on the outside corner. One guy in here in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, a very borderline pitch there from Muncy, but was able to squeak it into the zone, and obviously Polanco very fair to take on that one. It's a 50-50 ball. That's a nice first batter faced for Muncy.
Now that Ryan Christensen, right fielder, left on left matchup. He looks at a ball down low. It's a 1-0 now. I talked to Muncy a couple games ago. He said, pitcher, hitter, well, I don't know which one I'm better at. 1-0 pitch is lofted out to left field. Toselski towards the corner, gives it a look, and it's out of play into the Buck bullpen. Oh, it's 1-1 on Ryan Christensen, but back to Muncy. He's trying to figure it out. He's gotten a couple of bats in the regular season for the Bucs so far. Played at first base. He's looked very solid on the hill. Of course, limited action, just 3 1/3 coming into the day, but very solid stuff. Out of Kent State, 1-1 pitch, breaks just inside. Oh, it's 2-1.
He'd be happy doing both.
Yeah. And I think that obviously it's a lot more, but there's the 2-1 pitch, fouled off behind us. So 2-2 now in Christensen. 10 hits on the day for the Bucs, just through 7 innings. Only 2 for the Pilots. Muncy gets the sign. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now he comes home. Outside, 3-2. A left-on-left matchup against Ryan Christensen. And it's just the first leg of the doubleheader. Second leg of the doubleheader slated to start at 10 p.m. here from Mulcahy Stadium. We'll have you covered for that one on a separate stream. Payoff pitch comes home. It's down low. So a 1-out walk for Ryan Christensen. And there's a runner on here in the bottom of the 7th. It'll be a different stream that we go to for game number 2. Expected bullpen game for the Bucs. But following the game, we'll have fireworks, and we'll also live stream the fireworks for you. So stay tuned for game 2 and fireworks. A full night ahead of us here at Mulcahy Stadium. Trying to bring it to you wherever you might be. Christensen leads off first. Pitch to BJ Rodriguez, bounces outside. So 1-0 now on the left fielder. Alex Burstein will have you for that one. Split these 2 games if you haven't noticed. If you're getting sick of my voice, well, you only have to wait a few more outs. Counts 1-0. BJ Rodriguez looks at a cold strike, and it's 1-1.
I'm thinking it's going to be cold enough to put the camera back outside.
I hope so. Also, it's shaded right now in front of us, so I would have to agree. Maybe some Bucks under the lights. 1-1 pitch inside. We haven't seen that this year.
We
I know
have
the
not.
lights are on, but you get it. It's not real Bucks under the lights if it's not dark out.
I think this is the only time it could even possibly
Oh,
happen.
yeah, definitely. I mean, we expected it to be very cloudy, but it's been sunny. Not complaining. Counts 2-1. Christensen leads off first. Here's the pitch outside. 3-1 now, Rodriguez. A 3 balls, 1 strike on the left fielder. Also a two-way guy. A battle of two-way guys right now. Rodriguez, also a pitcher. The 3-1 pitch downstairs. So the second straight walk for the Pilots, and now they have first and second with 1 gone in the bottom of the 7th.
Yeah, but the last thing you want to do with still 7 innings of baseball to play is make this unnecessarily long and give up free passes. So look for the defense here to really try to shift and maybe get a double play ball and get this done. Already over 2 hours for this game, which is a much slower pace than has been the last couple of days.
Yeah, you're right. This is only a 7-inning game, but we're approaching the 2 hour and 20-minute mark on game time. So moving along slowly here, but there's absolutely no rush. 1 out here, first and second for the Pilots. Got something brewing here. Muncie just 1 pitch away from a double play to get out of this jam and end the game, though. Pitch to Marks is upstairs. Oh, now 1-0 on Marks, who sports the torpedo bat. He's having himself a pretty nice day, 1 for 3 with a single back in the 6th. 1-0, runners lead off first and second. Here's the pitch, swung on, chopped over to short. Could be to Underhill, bobbles it, throws to first. Not in time. So it was a tailor-made double play ball. Underhill just had the ball in his glove for a bit too long, looked up, and his throw to first wasn't even in time. So just like that, it's bases loaded now for the Pilots. The tying run is on deck.
Yeah, you have to wonder Underhill maybe just a little bit too excited there in his head, thinking about what to do, and just can't get a clean grip on the ball.
And now it's Jet Ruby, the hitter. Muncie comes home. First pitch is a called strike, so it's 0-1. Once again, you're still 1 pitch away. That ground ball maybe hit a bit too soft for a double play, but Bucks don't even get 1. Base is juice. Ruby, the hitter. Muncie kicks and deals. Down low, 1-1. Licks his fingers, takes a step back off the mound, now resets. Peers in for the sign. Reese Sherman gives it. And Muncie sees what he likes. 1-1. Jet Ruby swings and misses. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. 1 out. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the 7th. This is the last inning of the game. It's a doubleheader today at Mulcahy. 4th of July. 2 7-inning ball games. So the Bucks 2 outs away from sealing the deal. 1-2 pitch. Bounced up there. It's 2-2.
Interestingly enough, Ren Matsuzaki just ran down to the bullpen, so the Bucks preparing for the worst case scenario if you need to throw another guy out here, but obviously the hopes are you can just get out of this inning with Muncie.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Ruby looks at a ball inside, so it's a 3-2 count now on the number 2 hitter for the Pilots. I believe it's Grady Ferris who's starting to throw over there in the Buck bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded, Bucks up 5-0. 1 gone here, bottom 7. Here's the pitch, outside, it missed. Oh, it's an RBI walk for Jet Ruby. A run comes home. And just like that, it's 5-1 now, Bucks on top.
Yeah, we talked about the free passes 2 batters ago when right then it was just first and second, but it obviously hurts even more when you have the bases loaded. Muncie, you want to put say in the zone and let your defense do the work.
Andrew Becker called strike. Whoa, that was a double strike call. I don't know if I've ever seen that.
I haven't either.
Home plate umpire Ethan McCraney threw up both thumbs and called the strike. Well, it was an ultimate strike. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Downstairs. 1-1 now on Andrew Becker. Pilots trying to spark, continue, and keep this game going. They were down 5-0. Now 5-1, but the bases are loaded. Andrew Beckert's the tying run. Bases juiced. Here's the offering, swung on, lofted in the infield. Left side, James Provencio is there, the third baseman, and he makes the grab about 10 feet behind the bag. So big out for Nate Muncie and the Bucs. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, that's what we said. Muncie just puts something into the zone that's obviously not a meatball, but hit a ball and let your defense do the work because they've been solid all day long. No errors until this last ball played by Landon Underhill this inning. So if you can do that, you can get out of this inning and get out of this game.
Here's Adam Burkholt, the hitter. He looks at a cold strike on the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Well, this is the hitter you want up for the Pilots. Their best hitter by far. .359 average on the season. He already has a double on the day. Counts 0-1 on him. Bases juiced. Muncie comes set. Adam Burkholt takes a ball inside, and it's 1-1. 5-1 Bucs on top. Your bottom 7. Bases juiced. Muncie trying to seal the deal in game number 1 of the doubleheader. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Just outside. It's 2-1. Muncie looked real smooth to start out the inning. And then all of a sudden you look up. Bases are loaded and Adam Burkholt's the tying run. Muncie comes set. High at the eyes. Here's the pitch, swung on and lofted towards right center field. McGarry, the center fielder, drifts over, and he makes the grab. Ball game over. The Bucs win game number 1 here on the 4th of July by a final score of 5-1. And boy, it was good to see the bats bashing once again. 5-1 the score. The Pilots made it close in the end, loaded the bases, but Nate Muncie works out of it. A fly out to center field, and the Bucs take game number 1 of the night-and-night doubleheader.
Yeah, the Bucs bats, as you said, finally working here tonight. Great to see the home runs come alive, but also you just had some nice plays in the infield and some nice hits that were just small ball today from Anchorage. And for the first time in a while, we can say a complete game played by the Bucs. That's how you win stuff. And this is a good momentum booster, even if it doesn't count towards the standings.
Like you said, doesn't count towards the standings, but a win is a win is a win, and it was a big one for the Bucs. 5-1 the final score, and we're not done. We're just getting started here at Mulcahy Stadium. It's a doubleheader. First one complete. Bucs took it by a score of 5-1, like I said. And game number 2 is slated to start at 10 p.m. here. So just about 30 minutes or so. So take your time, rest up a little bit, grab some beverages if you like, some snacks. Gear up for game number 2 here between the Bucs and the Pilots. It's slated to be a bullpen game for either side, and it should be a fun one. I already see the pitchers for the Pilots warming up out in right field. So everyone's getting set here for game number 2 at Mulcahy Stadium. Well, that'll do it for game number 1 here from the broadcast booth. Milo Hoffman, Alex Burstein saying so long for the time being, but we'll be back in about 30 minutes for game number 2. So stay locked to Anchorage Bucs YouTube. We'll be back with game number 2 here on the 4th of July.